Hello, fellas. A lion doesn't have to roar to show that he's the king. The forest listens while he walks. The Sigma male has this kind of calm strength inside him. People typically turn to him when things start to go apart, even though he doesn't seek fame, approval, or attention. He didn't have to blend in. He was created to see through the cacophony, give orders without asking, and lead without seeking permission. Sigma guys choose a different route. They don't want to be in the spotlight or follow the usual path to success. They walk with purpose, following an inner compass that never wavers. It's not just what they do that makes them different. It's also how they do it. Quietly, smartly, and without giving in. Let's break it down and look at why the Sigma male is one of the most powerful but also misunderstood sorts of manhood today. 1. Sigma males are more dangerous when they don't have a title. People think that power comes from having a title, a rank, and an office in the corner. For a Sigma guy, though, a title is just a leash. It limits, puts him in a box. It puts expectations and duties on a mind that was never meant to be contained. If you take away a Sigma's title, something weird happens. He gets stronger. Without the red tape and other people's expectations, he starts to do things his own. He moves like a ghost now that he is no longer tied to the line of command. Quickly, sharply, and without being seen. His power doesn't come from being known or having power. It comes from how clear he is, how detached he is, and how focused he is on getting results. When the Sigma steps down from leadership responsibilities, people don't give him enough credit. But they don't realize that he's still in charge, only in his own way. He is the one who is making the plans while everyone else is too busy trying to get attention. For the Sigma, being a leader isn't about being seen, it's about getting things done. He doesn't want to be recognized because he gets satisfaction from carrying out an idea exactly. The Sigma man usually plays the long game. Some people are stuck in the now, motivated by their egos or the need for approval. The Sigma, on the other hand, silently develops something that will last. His brain works like a chessboard. It's strategic, multidimensional, and always 10 steps ahead. He knows that genuine power isn't about being seen. It's about being felt. He can take apart broken systems and put them back together in a way that makes them stronger, and most of the time, no one knows he was the one who did it. And it doesn't end there. Even though he doesn't want to lead them, they end up following him anyhow. People trust and admire him because of his natural presence, clarity, and execution, even though he never asks for it. He doesn't want to impress anyone. In fact, he often doesn't want applause since it gets in the way of his larger objective. He doesn't stop being responsible just because he leaves a title or a role. He just takes it back on his own terms. The truth is that a lot of systems can't work right without him, even if they don't know it until he's gone. The Sigma is a paradox. He does his best work when no one can see him. He makes sense of chaos, vision out of confusion, and clarity out of noise. His nameplate or corner office don't give him strength. It comes from his strong sense of purpose, his refusal to give up his integrity, and his strange ability to make things happen without drawing attention to himself. His success isn't a job, it's a goal, and the mission goes on and on. If you can't control a man with prizes, titles, or social acceptability, he's a real force to be reckoned with. A Sigma male doesn't let his ego get in the way. He doesn't want to impress. He wants to do it. 2. People don't see his leadership. They feel it. The Sigma male won't be yelling instructions or trying to get everyone to work together. He might not even say much at all, but you can feel his leadership. It is in the way he acts, the choices he makes, and the way he carries himself. People often feel safer with him, although they don't know why. It's because he gives off a sense of calm, clarity, and quiet power. A Sigma male doesn't want to be in charge. He simply does. People follow him not because they have to, but because they want to. His advice is like gravity. It pulls you in without you knowing it. He doesn't ask for respect. He gains it without uttering a word. He doesn't try to get power, he just has it. The Sigma stays calm while others crumble apart under duress. When everyone else is unsure, he's the one who makes the hard choice. He doesn't need to be praised. He is happy when he does the right thing, not when he does what everyone else does. And when he does something, it has an effect on others. Before most people even know what happened, he's already changed the whole course of events. 3. He won't speak the language of politics. Office politics. The Sigma man says no. He doesn't want to kiss up, play games, or seem like he likes others merely to go ahead. The Sigma doesn't want to be a leader if it means giving up being real to get praise. He can see through the false smiles and handshakes. He doesn't care about someone's position, and he won't flatter someone who hasn't earned his regard. Some people play the game to get ahead, but the Sigma man would rather traverse the steps by himself or build his own tower. Not wanting to play politics isn't being arrogant. It's being principled. He puts truth before comfort, content above image, and honesty above popularity. He doesn't waste emotional energy attempting to win people over. He doesn't do well with small conversation or lies that are too sweet. He would rather be alone and authentic than false and with a lot of people. The Sigma male finds traditional leadership jobs with all their performance requirements to be tiring. The constant networking, posturing, and political positioning are exhausting on the soul. He just wants to get things done in a way that is honest, productive, and efficient. For he was made to lead minds, not people. The Sigma male doesn't have the DNA to manage people, especially when it means taking care of grown-ups or dealing with emotional issues. He doesn't have the time or temperament to micromanage or put up with laziness. He wants depth, vision, and advancement. The Sigma guy is a planner, a thinker, and a visionary. When he pushes limits, questions the existing quo, and thinks about things that most people are too scared to, he is at his finest. He inspires others to follow him, not because they have to. Don't be surprised if he leaves if you put him in a place where people need regular encouragement or pampering. He doesn't do it because he can't. He does it because he understands his energy is better used somewhere else. He does well in places that respect independence, critical thinking, and new ideas. He doesn't lead by trying to control people. It's about letting potential out. He wants to spark the thoughts of people who are ready to think for themselves. He isn't the right person for you if you need help. But if you want to change, he's the right person for you. 5. He doesn't want followers, he wants to be free. Alpha males frequently want followers and praise, while Sigma males want something much harder to get: freedom. He doesn't want to lead other people. He is motivated by the need to be honest with himself. The right to think for yourself. The right to choose his own way. The ability to do what you want without asking. That's what drives him. This is why a lot of Sigma men who are very good at what they do don't want to be leaders. The rules, the responsibilities, and the constant need to manage others make them feel trapped. They want to make things, not follow rules. To come up with new ideas, not run things. They do best when they are on their own. When no one is watching them closely. When they can see, figure out, and hit with accuracy. They have a quiet yet strong influence. Their presence is more powerful than words. 6. He walks by himself, but he's never lost. The Sigma guy is generally a lone wolf. He doesn't go out in groups or look for approval from others. He is okay with being alone because he knows that stillness can help him think clearly. He loves being alone, even while others are afraid of it. Being alone isn't a weakness for him. It's a weapon. It gives him time to think deeply, reset, and see things more clearly. He isn't afraid of being alone since he doesn't need other people to tell him how valuable he is. He knows who he is. And that strong feeling of self is what makes him so hazardous to systems that depend on people following the rules. 7. He doesn't care if others like him or not. A Sigma man doesn't change to fit in. He doesn't want likes, nods, or applause. It doesn't matter if you like him or not. He does what he wants, when he wants, and only his morals and goals guide him. He can't be manipulated because he doesn't need outside approval. You can't get him to do what you want by praising him. You can't make him feel bad by saying no. He isn't here to act. He is here to be real. 8. He is always thinking 5 steps ahead. You could suppose the Sigma is quiet because he doesn't have anything to say. In actuality, he's planning, looking, learning. He notices patterns before other people do. He knows about problems before they happen. And when he talks, he does so with care. This strategic intellect is what gives him so much power. He doesn't react. He acts. He doesn't leap into everything. He waits for the proper time. And when it comes, he is very clear about what he wants. Before he does anything, the Sigma man thinks about every angle. He doesn't need to test the waters. He watches the tides, winds, and currents before he does anything. People frequently think that when he doesn't say anything, he's not doing anything, but he's actually thinking. It's a time for him to acquire information by seeing how other people react, who gets emotional, and who can't handle stress. He sharpens his edge while the rest of the world rushes to act. He sees things that other people don't. While most people are looking at the surface, he looks at how things work underneath. This lets him make decisions that seem strange in hindsight. It's not magic. It's knowing how to be patient and see things clearly. That's what makes him different. His mind is like a complicated map that is always planning the following 5 steps. This is why Sigma guys are hardly ever surprised. They can think ahead. They don't just react to things. They plan ahead for them. They look at patterns, guess what will happen, and discreetly come up with answers while everyone else is still trying to figure out what the problem is. He doesn't chase after chaos. He lets it happen and then steps in at the right time to fix it with surgical precision. And when he does accomplish something, it's clear and immovable. No second guessing, no second thoughts, no acting out, just clear action. People do what he says, even if he doesn't ask them to. They see the calm in the tempest, the steadiness, and the certainty. He doesn't do anything to show that he is right. He does things for a reason that makes him deadly in the finest manner. He gets rid of distractions, makes things easier, and does what other people merely talk about. The Sigma man is the opposite of all the commotion and reactionary behavior in the world. Final thoughts. Take control of the silence and use the power. The Sigma male is a rare quiet strength in a world that loves commotion. He doesn't need the spotlight. He doesn't need the microphone. He just needs some room to move, think, and act. It's not what he says that gives him power. It's what he does. If you see yourself in these words, if you lead from the shadows, think for yourself, and live by your own rules, then claim it. Don't let the world tell you that the person with the loudest voice is the only one who can lead. The best leaders are sometimes the ones that don't say anything, do things on their own, and make big changes without anyone knowing. Stay sharp, stay grounded, stay free. There doesn't need to be more noise in the world. It needs more Sigma. If you like this message, then like, share, and subscribe to get more profound insights into the Sigma mindset.